In this video, I'm going to talk about procrastination, why we do it, and how it's actually a form of self-sabotage. Sit tight. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Jen. I help people reinvent their reality. Procrastination. That is going to be the topic of the day, procrastination. How many of us procrastinate? All of us, right? You have, I have, the whole world has procrastinated at one time or another. But why? Why do we procrastinate? And why is it actually a form of self-sabotage, right? We procrastinate for a couple main reasons. I mean, some of it is fear. It's definitely fear-based, fear of doing something different, going outside the comfort zone. And then the other aspect, okay, we might be just lazy. Well, you gotta ask yourself, well, why am I lazy? The laziness could stem from fear, right? Again, going outside the comfort zone. So pretty much procrastination, it gives us a temporary high almost, if you think about it, because when we're thinking of doing something, it makes us feel good temporarily to know that we're going to do it, but yet we don't pose a risk by actually doing it. You know what I mean? We don't put energy into motion. So in our mind, it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. We get a little temporary high because it makes us feel good that, yeah, I'm going to go outside my comfort zone. But the fact that we don't go outside our comfort zone makes it tricky. And this is definitely a form of self-sabotage, like I mentioned, because we get so used to this kind of pattern where we find ourselves procrastinating on all kinds of things, right? We just develop like an imprint in our brain saying, okay, this is almost like a drug, right? I'm going to say I'm going to do something, makes me feel a little bit better, but I'm not going to do it because then I don't risk failing. I don't risk ridicule. I don't risk whatever, tripping over my own 2 feet. So procrastination is a funny thing. So, think about it. How do you get over procrastination? How do you overcome procrastination? Well, part of it, you just have to do it. You have to do it. Sometimes it's a mental challenge. It's a battle with our brain because, like I mentioned, we've trained ourselves to procrastinate. We've trained ourselves. We form little stories in our head telling ourselves that, okay, I've always done it this way. I've always procrastinating. Therefore, it's okay for me to continue procrastinating. Well, no, you have to kind of shift your thinking a little bit and say, get to the root of why you're procrastinating in the first place. Okay, what am I so scared of? What am I scared of? What am I scared of failing at? Okay? Or say, well, I'm lazy, I'm unmotivated. Why are you unmotivated? Well, maybe it's that you don't actually want to do what you say you want to do. Maybe it's what other people want you to do, right? Because there's a disconnect there too. If it's not resonating with you, then you may not do something. You may procrastinate on something. It's like a work project, right? Don't want to do it, don't want to do it. It's just like, seems like torture. But the more we think about it, the more we inflate the torture rather than just doing it and getting it out of the way. So, a good rule of thumb is to just get difficult tasks, boring tasks, the things that you don't want to do them first. Get them out of the way, because then you can feel more at ease. See, if you wait and you linger and it's day after day I've done this too, where it's like, I make little to-do lists for myself every single day or like the night before. And I have kind of these repeating things on each day, and sometimes it's procrastination, other times it's just I don't get to it, but it's always on the list. But the thing is, every day I see that. Every day I see that, and it's a form of mind clutter. It's a form of mind clutter. It's like hoarding in your mind, hoarding tasks in your mind that you know that you're not going to get done today. You're not going to get done today. So good rule of thumb, either just do it, get it out of the way, or don't put it on your list to begin with, until you know that you can actually set aside time to do it. So a lot of it is about time management as well. So yeah, it's about fear, but it's also about what's not resonating with you. And sometimes we have to do stuff that we just don't want to do. And that's okay. That's okay. That's part of life, right? That's part of life. But don't let procrastination rule your life. Don't let it sabotage your efforts. Don't think that just because in the past you've never gotten it done, that you can't make the decision right now to get it done. So here's the thing for you. If you have something that you've been procrastinating on for like weeks or months or whatever, days, start today. Do a little bit today. Start getting that ball rolling, get that momentum rolling, okay? And don't give yourself the benefit of the doubt, and say, oh, well, it feels good just to think about something. It feels good to think about how I'm going to leave my job. It feels good to think about how I'm going to leave this relationship. It feels good to think about how I'm going to, make more money or something like that. Of course it does. But realize that that's just a figment of your imagination, and it's never actually going to come to fruition for you if you just keep thinking about it, right? It's, hard. It's the hard truth. It's the hard truth. So sometimes it's just a matter of breaking out of that cycle, that pattern for ourselves, getting to the real reason why we don't want to do something. Are we scared of failing, or is it just that it's not resonating with us and it's just like we'd rather be playing with our dog or something? Well, it's kind of the work-life balance thing. So get it out of the way, then go play with your dog, okay? Or at least start it and then go play with your dog. Or take it off your to-do list, okay? And then go to the park and then, make sure that you set aside time for this specific thing. Because when you don't set aside time, then it's always going to just be in your mind, okay? It's always going to be in your mind. So you have to have concrete dates or concrete action steps involved. So that's my spiel for today about procrastination. If you find yourself procrastinating, let me know in the comments what you think. What kind of methods have you used to try to overcome it? Have you found yourself in this loop of just procrastinating and procrastinating and procrastinating? And have you dug deeper into why you might be procrastinating? What is it about that particular thing that you don't want to do? Because a lot of times we procrastinate on our dreams, right? It's not like we don't want to pursue this beautiful life ahead of us, but a lot of times it seems too hard or it seems out of reach, so we procrastinate and we don't take any steps. But realize if you don't take any little baby steps, then nothing is going to happen. The energy, everything's going to be stagnant. So you have to free it up. You have to move in any direction, okay? So, when it comes to something like leaving my job so I can pursue my purpose and more meaning in my life, a lot of times we're focused on the negative. We're focused on just leaving the job part, but realize that when you focus on the pursuing my meaning and passion in life, then it kind of uplifts you a little bit. The energy shifts within you where you're more motivated for change. So it's about shifting your perspective on what you're focusing on as well, okay? Don't just focus on leaving something, or don't just focus on the negatives, right? Focus on the positives, what you're going to achieve or what you're going to obtain from this. So that's all I got for today, guys. Hope you have a great day. If you haven't done so, please subscribe below. I put out a video every single weekday, and I will see you on tomorrow's video. Peace.